Time to tune in to today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Listen, we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real, relevant, and relatable content on today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. I am super thrilled to have with me Pastor Clarissa Blissett. How are you today?
I am blessed. I am highly favored. I'm so excited to be here with you, Kim. It's been a long time.
I know. And you're gorgeous too.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for being here today. And I was wondering, because I haven't seen you in a while. I saw you at an event recently, but I haven't seen you in this capacity where we've caught up on some business and things that's going on. And it's always so much happening, right?
It is always something happen, and always things that come to better us and make us since the last time I've seen you. So yeah, absolutely.
Interesting. So since the last time we've seen each other, tell me a couple of things that's been going on in your life, because I know you've been wearing a lot of different hats. So tell me.
Yeah. So here lately, I've kind of been off the scene as far as business wise, because family first as a pastor, and then trying to make sure I navigate that world. I relocated my parents here, Dr. Clara Walton and Apostle Clifford Walton, here to the Charlotte area. So I've moved them. My mom kind of had a spell that happened, and I needed them to be closer to me because they were in Georgia, and it was just a lot going on, and having a family, as a wife and a mother, grandchildren, all of that. I think I needed to kind of put the business side of things, kind of on the back burner to make sure I can kind of get the family flowing, because if the balance is off, it can play a big part in your business. And so
it can be a big part in life. It doesn't.
Yeah. And as a holistic, business and health practitioner, that's one of the things that's important to me is my family. This is all I have. I only have one mother and one father. That's it. After they're gone, I can't go back and make up for that time. And, the Bible tells us, I was just reading in Ephesians chapter 6, it says that we're to honor our mother and our father, right? Because when we do that, there's promises that are attached to that.
That's right.
And so I came to get my promises. I came to get everything that belongs to me while I'm here in the earth. And so it's an honor and a privilege to be able to serve them and at the capacity that I'm at right now. So that's been some of the things. And then my daughter's relocated back from California, has brought me my grandbabies back. And so I've been a granny. I've had them for over a month or so, just kind of taking care of them while she's getting herself together, and she was working and all of that. So I was watching. They went to daycare yesterday.
Okay. So, how was that for them?
So the little one, she's 2. And, there's a certain thing that she does with her mom. She screams, she hollers or whatever. But
right.
Okay, we're going to school today. She's been saying all week, I'm going to school. Yes, you're going to school. So when I took her yesterday, she grabbed my hand.
Are those the grandbabies?
You found her. Yeah.
You found the little one on the bottom.
Yeah. You found it. Yeah. So she grabbed my hand and she looked at me and she wouldn't let it go. I was like, no. We've been wanting to go to school. And she was like, no. I said, keep going to school today. So she looked at me. Now, if it would have been a mom, would have been a whole something other. So I'm interested to see how that went today. But yesterday, she grabbed my hand. She started kind of whining. Her brother was there. I said, well, go over and play with TJ. I didn't go in because I didn't want to, So I just kind of stood at the door and then just kind of backed away and then just ran to the car and just kind of took off. And I was like, I wonder if I should leave her. I was like, yeah, you're going to leave.
You're going to
I still have my withdrawal as well.
It's crazy because you do not look like nobody's grandma.
That's what my most of my kids' friends say that as well. Like, a grandmother. I look like their sister. Most of the times when we go out, they think that I'm their sister, but I'm like, no, I'm the mama.
Oh,
Yes.
that's funny.
Yeah.
So she'll do good. She'll do good.
Yeah. So I was just excited. Now this is Keziah. That's my baby girl. She's 15. She looks a little different now. She's becoming her own woman. So yeah.
Found
She's
old pictures because I actually had some old communications from you, and I was like, they're gonna be like, Mom, we have updated photos from this because
They are.
all of your
They are.
so
When they go back to watch the replay, like you was wrong for that. I'm like, I didn't listen. It is what it is.
This is representative of your younger years, young lady.
Yeah.
Y'all are gorgeous.
Nisha and my other daughter, my middle daughter, Mari. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful family. And so I know, and I also know I don't have a picture of your husband over here, but I know that you're married too.
I would have made sure I had that. I didn't.
Oh, that's okay. Send me one you can just send me one during one of the commercial breaks, any family picture, right to my Yahoo account, and I'll pop them up throughout the broadcast. We have a whole hour together. How about that?
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm
excited too. Listen, everybody, I see that you all are grabbing your virtual seats, and we're glad to have you in the studio audience. I see you, Vanita. Thank you so much for being here today. You said good morning, ladies. And those are beautiful pictures. Evangelist Clara Walton, Mother Clara Walton. Actually, she's the one that prophesied, in case you all don't know who she is, she's the one that actually prophesied over me when I was 3 days pregnant with my daughter, Jayla Jacobs. And I had 4 sons already, but I was like, oh, no, ma'am, I'm not. I was being contrary. I was like, no, I'm not pregnant, ma'am. I'm not pregnant. And even if I was ever going to be pregnant again, it definitely wouldn't be a girl because I've already been proven that it's 4 boys.
Right.
So I'm destined to have boys.
Right.
She said it in a church service, y'all. And so I kind of whispered to her. I said, no, ma'am, I'm not even trying to have any more babies right now. So don't, because then the people are going to expect to see me grow in a pregnancy, and I'm not pregnant, So she got louder in the church service. And Evangelist Clara Walton was like, if I be a woman of God, and I know that I am, she said it in the mic. She said, I prophesy over you right now that you have the spirit of Deborah growing in your womb.
My God.
Like, oh man, this lady is like tripping me out. But guess what? 9 months, how it's almost like going into the 10th month later, Jayla came to this earth. And I promise you that she definitely has the spirit of Deborah in her existence. Everything about her is about trying to encourage other people to come to know Christ. And she doesn't want anybody to be left behind. She's like, maybe you don't understand. You got to know Christ. She's like a warrior that's out on a mission to be able to help other people. So anyway, thank you, Evangelist Mother Clara Walton, for letting God use you and minister to me personally. I just want to pay tribute to you.
Yes. Yes, that is awesome. That is awesome.
So I'm glad she's on today. Okay, listen, we're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to start jumping into our topic today, which is artificial intelligence, how to write and publish a book using artificial intelligence. Who knew? So when we come back, Clarissa, if you would, please, first of all, tell us what is artificial intelligence and kind of take us down the road of better understanding of this thing that seems foreign to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
I'm attorney Charles Everidge. I started out representing insurance companies until my father was seriously injured at work. 4 of his fingers were amputated. Our family went through a lot, so I know what you're going through as an injured worker. If you've been hurt on the job, call me now. I'll fight to get the workers' comp benefits you may deserve. I'll fight for you like family. Put my experience to work for you. Call 704-457-5000, the first call for injured workers.
Talking with Pastor Clarissa Blissett. Am I saying the last name right, Blissett?
Yes, you are. That's correct.
Woo-hoo! Okay. All right. So I know that she is a business coach. She's also a life coach, but she focuses also on holistic approaches when she's dealing with helping to coach you. So she helps with digital marketing. She also helps with book coaching and publishing. And now artificial intelligence is added to that resume. So we're honored
Mhm.
to have Clarissa with us today. So talk to
Absolutely.
us, if you will, and tell everybody, what is artificial intelligence?
Okay, so artificial intelligence is something that has been in the works, um, probably before we even knew that it was in the works.
Right.
It is a development of computer systems that are able to perform tasks that normally require like human intelligence, things that we would normally do. It was developed by what has been put out there in the digital world. So we're always constantly Googling things, or we're putting things out there on the internet, the World Wide Web. And so they've taken these computer systems and developed different, as you would a machine learning. And so it's done that by visual perception, what we put out there, speak
That's good.
recognition, how
Okay.
we make decisions. Many times when you go to Google something, how do you do something? And we make decisions based on that translation between languages. When they gathered all of that data, and they begin to put and they made somewhat of what a brain that now can think like we
Mm,
think, respond like we respond, and pretty much do life like we do life. And so you're going to start hearing the term, if you haven't already, and it's coined AI. So you're starting to hear a lot more about AI. That is artificial intelligence. For those of you that have no idea what it is, I'm just trying to kind of, bring it into a place where you can understand so that you don't feel so left behind, because
right.
that's what's happening. A lot of our older generation, they don't know what AI is. And when you say AI, well, what is that? That's artificial intelligence that has been out there, that's been gathered by the data that we put out there in the digital world.
That's really a good layman's term description,
Yeah.
because I know anybody that's older that I know, even not even just older,
Yeah.
anybody that has not had experience with artificial intelligence gets like spooked by it almost. It's like, whoa, what are you talking about? Some robot kind of things taking over and taking the place of people in the workplace, taking the place of
Yeah.
people and just writing,
Yes,
using, putting the pen to the pad. So it's scary in some instances.
it is.
Everybody in the
And
studio audience, make sure you type your questions while we have Clarissa on today. Type your questions, share your comments. Definitely share the broadcast, because there are so many people that can benefit from today's discussion. So with
right. So like,
artificial and talk to us, tell us.
okay, so like even when you go on Facebook, right? Okay, so and say you scroll off of Facebook
Mhm.
and you go and you will look up, like the other day I was looking up Sonny's barbecue, or you look up different places, and then you come back to Facebook, and all of
Right.
a sudden you start seeing ads
Yes.
based on
Like if I
what
say
you've been
green
searching.
dress, now I
Yeah,
see green
yeah,
dresses.
yeah. So or there's been times I've been in conversation
Mhm.
with those around me, and these devices here have listening devices.
Yeah.
That's artificial intelligence that's connected to this digital space.
Mhm.
And then something will pop up, like my husband has a juicer, and we were talking about the juicer. Strangely enough, I've never even heard of this juicer, and all of a sudden it starts to pop up in my feed as
Hmm.
ads. So that's artificial intelligence at work. It's gathering data. So
Mm.
whatever you put out there,
Yes.
understand that is out there for consumption
Hmm.
of the digital world. It's always looking for something, and it's always going to be evolving, and it evolves according to how we as humans evolve. So yeah, so that's kind of, if I could kind of give you an example of how artificial intelligence is at play, is when you start looking at things that you've actually looked at in
This
your
is
feed,
good.
and you're like, now how is that popping up? And I just looked over there. It's
Right.
just it's gathering data.
I'm tagging a few places myself. I usually don't always tag groups and share it, but in this case I need to, because artificial intelligence is something that is taking the world by storm, and a lot of
Yes,
people are not sure where it fits into your
that's right.
business world or
Yeah,
into your entrepreneurship journey, or if you're in management or you're an
yes,
author. It's a lot
Yes.
of different ways that this is going to make a difference for you. So I'm
Absolutely.
happy that you're here today to talk about this.
Absolutely.
So share some more thoughts on artificial intelligence before we go into some
So
questions.
even with artificial intelligence, when you, as you're saying, as you begin to use it like everyday life,
Right.
just in constructing, they have like, you have chat GPT-4. There's other things out there as well, like, you know, they have chat GPT-4, they have the free version, and then they have the paid version. Well, you can get that same structure that was developed with chat GPT-4 and go over to Bing, and it's using the same system. You can still get the same ecosystem that chat GPT-4 uses. You can use it with Bing.
Wait. Okay, now you have to say that again. So, and somebody in the studio audience, take some notes so we can all go back and reference it later. I can't do everything right now. I'm working the show, hosting the show, trying to type. Well, actually, please keep my assistant Mackenzie, her entire family in your prayers, because she did have a death in her family. And so I do want you all to please pray for her family and for peace and comfort during this time of bereavement, please. Okay.
Absolutely.
But I do also want you all to take some notes and capture what's being shared here. So Pastor Clarissa, do you want me to say Pastor Clarissa?
Just Clarissa.
Okay, you tell. Okay.
Jesus was Jesus. Okay.
daughter,
Right.
one of the children of God. Okay,
Yes.
so Chat GPT, G is in girl, P is in Paul, T is in Tom. Chat GPT 4 is what you're saying is more
is paid.
Paid.
That's the paid version.
But if you do what? It comes over to Bing. Tell us.
Bing is now using the same processing system as 4. So you can actually use that for free.
Who knew this? If you all knew it, then I could have had a V8 because I don't know any of this stuff like that. I actually know about Chat GPT, and I've used that, and it works beautifully. But I think that with
4 is more advanced. It's more because it's always evolving. So there's getting ready to be a 5 that's getting ready to come out. It evolves by how much we use it.
Oh, okay.
So when it first came out, it was just plain old Chat GPT. Then it went to version 1. Then it went to version 2. But it only evolves according to how many millions of people start to use it. So as people started to use it, they capitalized on it. And so then they started charging for version 4.
Wow.
So now you can actually go over to Bing and use that same processing system, intelligence, and get it for free. And that's just until everybody, I'm sure, starts to wear it out, and they're like, you know what, we're going over there. And when you actually sign on to Bing, it gives you the option now. When you just put in like Chat GPT, it gives you the option to be able to use theirs.
Okay. And so what do people use Chat GPT for? I already know these answers, but I want the audience to walk away with these answers. What are people typically using this artificial intelligence and Chat GPT and different things for?
It's just like Google. So when you put it in there and you're looking for answers to certain questions. So like if you put in, what makes the sky blue? It's going to give you an answer based upon what has already been put out there on the internet. And so then when it does that as well, it gives you their different references where you can actually go and find all of the information that it has put together for you. So they'll do that. It'll write resumes and, different things like that.
That's good.
So whatever you pretty much, like if you weren't an English major, it's great for you, so if it's, or if you want to try to, spice up what you're saying, the thing I want to say is just be careful. Don't forget to use your mind, because what I'm seeing is a lot of people now are like getting lazy. And we've got lazy even when it comes to using the microwave. How many people actually stop, put their stuff in the oven, because we know that microwaves are not good for us because of all of the radiation in there. And I'm just a little side note, because of the radiation, it causes free radicals in your body. Free radicals causes cancer and other diseases and illnesses. So we move more to using because we want it quick,
Right.
and so
Well, let me preface it because I always have to be clear, especially on a show that later somebody can come back and try and cause a problem legally. That
right.
these are Clarissa's opinions, and obviously this is what she's sharing from that perspective. And the thing is, obvious, if we're going to be doing more, we would have to provide more fact-based,
absolutely. Always do your research. Always do your research.
But so the views expressed are the views of us individually here on the show, not necessarily that reflective of the show only. Okay, but go ahead.
Absolutely. And so, just like that, when you actually get to a place where you stop using what God has given you, you start to lose it.
That's right.
You'll start to experience like memory loss, or
that's fact right there. That's not opinion. That's fact.
Yeah, so that's why they tell you to do like crossword puzzles, or do different things that keeps your brain stimulated, because we have to. You if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And so what I'm seeing is people are starting to get a lot more lazy using artificial intelligence, because now why do I have to think? Well, you got to be careful, because that's a part of programming, and you want to just be able to kind of stand out from the rest, but be able to use it to support what you're doing, not as a means to all.
I love that advice as well. And a lot of people with artificial intelligence, we have to keep in mind too, and this is what I've learned from just research, that it does not have the emotional component attached to it. And so maybe you can talk from that perspective too. In the meantime, I'm going to look for my glasses. I dropped them somewhere and I want to read all of your comments, but I don't want my head to be down. So I'm going to put you front center for 1 second, and then I'll.
Okay. So even when you're like, to stay connected to your audience, you can use AI. There's different types of AI tools that are available as well. But even in using those and connecting to your audience is actually connecting to you. And they will do that by the way you express yourself, how you show up, when you show up, what that looks like. And so there's means and ways for people to kind of tell if you're genuine by what you're putting out there and what you're saying. So you want to be careful in using this AI, artificial intelligence, when you're promoting your business, or you're actually, even if in your resume, it's good to use it, but people want to know who you are. So you don't want to, just use everything that it's saying word for word. You want to kind of take out the pieces that will support what you're doing and how you're trying to present yourself to the world, your brand, what you're trying to say, your language, the way that you talk. So you want to just kind of use it as a means of support. So in using AI, that's what I would really encourage you in doing, is just to make sure that you don't lose your voice. I think at the end of the day, don't lose your voice when it comes to AI, because it is so easy to do. And I'm seeing a lot of it now.
I love it. I love it. And I also see your comments that's coming in. That's why my grandmother said when the microwave first came out, she's not using that. I ain't using that. And if you understand, if you stand far away from it, if you are going to use it, she said, at least stand far away from it. Don't be standing there looking in the microwave. That's what her grandma, whoever this person is, they didn't type their name, but that's what their grandma said. Don't be standing there right in front of the microwave.
Yeah. They've actually done studies on mice when it comes to radiation. So a lot of my everything that I talk about, I research it, I study it. I actually go to see what doctors are saying, what universities are saying, because I don't want to just be out here saying anything.
Oh no, you're a detox specialist too. That's one thing we didn't even say that in her bio, but this woman knows how to help with detox. Tell them what it is.
Detoxification.
Detox or something. Come on.
Yeah, detoxification. Yeah. So that's your mind, spirit, and body. So I do the whole holistic side of things as far as detoxing. So yeah.
Okay. So I do know you know a lot about radiation and getting all of those.
I'm actually certified. So yeah. So
to get all of those toxins and things out of our bodies. And she does this thing where it can come out of your feet and all, you name it. She did a mobile traveling service that helped get those bad toxins out of your body. So you wear a lot of different hats when we're talking from a balance perspective. Anyway, I see you said that's you, Lady Justine Hilliard, that's making that comment. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, okay.
Patricia said, when I think it's called Dragon You talk and it writes. Is that AI as well? She uses Dragon.
When I use, I think it's called Dragon. I've never heard of that particular AI. There's so many AI
There
tools
are.
out there. They're coming out on the scene and they're rushing and they're hitting us by storm.
Yeah.
So really knowing which one is going to work for you, they're all of them are awesome in their own power.
Right.
So yeah.
I see you. Miranda Willis is watching from Pro Solutions.
Hey, Miranda.
Ruth is on, and she said, "Good morning, watching from Queens, New York. Glad to have you."
Yes.
Somebody said this sounds scary. Oh my gosh. Maddie Smith said, "Good morning,"
Good
and
morning.
everybody's saying hello, ladies. Lady Clara Walton said, "God gets the glory for it all. I love you all, and thank you. Thank God for my goddaughter." Yes, I didn't say that, but Jayla is the goddaughter of Evangelist Clara Walton, since she prophesied over my life that I was pregnant with this girl, and I did not know it after having 4 sons. For those that are just joining, I did ask her to be the godmother. That's the least I needed to do, given that I would have never even known this could even possibly exist. Thank God for Mother Clara Walton and Apostle Walton as well. And then Les Brown is Jayla's godfather. So, all right, let's see. Carrie Ann is on. She said, "Good morning, beautiful ladies with beautiful children." All right. Good morning, ladies. I see all of your comments. Let's keep going to talk more and learn more about artificial intelligence. How can people really maneuver through this without having some legal issues? Because I'm not sure if you get somebody to write something on your behalf, then isn't it theirs? That's what I've always thought anyway.
Yes. So that's why, like I prefaced before, when you're using this, it actually gives you where it's found, where they actually came up with the information. So if you're going to use that, you want to also to stay within legal bounds, you want to also reference where you actually receive the information. So that's even when you're writing books. That's just a side note. When you're writing books, if you're going to quote someone, you want to make sure that you have somewhere in the back of your book your reference section of where you quote it from to keep you from legally getting in trouble. That's and good. So but a lot of times though, and I'll teach about this, we'll share a little more about the boot camp, but I'm going to go over a lot of the legal side of things when using artificial intelligence to kind of stay out of trouble.
During your boot camp?
Yeah, I'll be having a boot camp, and I've actually I sent you the link as well for the for the wait list, so that they'll send me their email, I can send them.
That's good. Okay, I see it back here. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this in the comments section, everyone. This boot camp, you definitely want. And is there a cost to register?
There will be. Yes, it's right now it's going to be $27.
Oh, girl, y'all better get in that boot camp.
Yeah.
Like my grandma said, "Ain't no need to miss out on your blessing for $27." Y'all need to. Yeah. How many of you all that are already on right now know that you're going to be participating in the boot camp? I want y'all to put it in the comment section. I'm in. I'm registering. I just registered. I want that to happen throughout this hour, that I know exactly who is going to be participating in this $27 boot camp. And that's how you can do it right on the screen. You can.
And so if it's too long for them, they can actually go to my Facebook page and they can actually send me a message, and I can actually send them the link for the wait list as well. Or they can go and join my group. I think you're going to post that as well. It's called Idea.
Here it is.
Published. So that's my actual Facebook page. You can actually go there and just send me a direct message and ask me for the wait list link. And I can send that to you if it's too long for you, for them to copy it down, because I know it's kind of hard to copy.
Yeah, you can cut and paste it in the browser too. So what I'm going to do is just put the link. Let me copy and paste it, just because I want to make sure we remove any excuses for people to be able to participate in this boot camp and register for it. So I'm going to put only the link in the comment section, so you can cut and paste it into your browser, and that'll put you right into a wait list with your $27. So let's see. I just put only the link. You copy that, put it in your browser, a new browser, and it will take you right there to be able to register for this boot camp. And so I want to
And
make
it'll also
sure.
be on my personal page. I'll have that information a little later on this afternoon for this
Okay.
certificate, the wait list. I'll have that on my page as well.
We listen,
DM.
let me stop you for a second because you're not letting me be your agent over here for a minute. Every time I say something, you're saying something different. So look, let me prophesy to you for a minute, ma'am. Okay. The answer is you all can right now, while we take you can take a commercial break,
Right
whatever
now.
we do.
Right now.
Go and copy and paste this. You can go to her Facebook page. That's fine. She already told you can do that. You can request the link directly, but then you can also join the wait list by going and literally select this, copy and paste it over into your browser. Just copy it and paste it into a new browser, and it'll take you to where you can do. Has anybody done this yet? If so, say, Kim, that worked beautifully. Yes, that worked. I'm in. I've already did it. Somebody comment and let me know what you're doing so we can know that this is working smoothly for you to be a part of this boot camp coming up. When is the boot camp?
It's going to be the 8th of June.
Okay.
It's going to be from 8 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. It's a 2-hour class.
Okay.
And so they'll be able to receive the recording of that I'll actually, and then from there, from the boot camp, we'll spin off where I'm actually going to take some more time to personally help assist people to navigate this artificial world.
Yes. Well, we don't want to miss this boot camp. That's for sure. I know I'll be participating in the boot camp because I need to know a lot more about this artificial intelligence. So, so let me put Kim is in. Kim Jacobs is in for the boot camp.
And so the price will go up after the 1st. So I definitely want them to understand. And that'll go up to $47 because I just want to be able to, action takers are money makers. So
yeah. And Dr. Lotus Roche says too, note takers are money makers. So y'all make sure that you're taking notes today. You can put the notes right in the comment section so you can go back and later reference what's being discussed. You can also go to, please send me information concerning the boot camp, Emma said. So please make sure you send her information, the link.
I
She wants to be a part of the boot camp. Thank you so much, Emma. She'll send that over to you. Anybody else that needs some direct information sent, you can put it in the comment section, and Pastor Clarissa will go back and go directly to these comments and send that over to you throughout the day. Okay. All right. So legal issues. I'm glad you addressed that. That was very helpful. So let me ask another way about this. What if you are writing your own, like whenever I use Chat GPT, I actually put my own thoughts in there, my own thing, and then I ask them to kind of doctor it up. That's not a legal issue, correct?
It's not. No, because those are actually your words. And as a matter of fact, it can actually, there's people, and I don't want to go too much into the masterclass, the boot camp, but there are ways people can actually go and see if you've used their information. There is now artificial intelligence scrubbers out there. They're like spiders that actually go and they're finding people's stuff quick, and people are being fined for that. But if it's your own thought, your originated idea, artificial intelligence can tell.
That's good. Okay. Yeah. So far, just so that everybody knows from Kim's perspective, that I literally have just used it from the perspective of putting my very own thought and then just asking for some feedback. So I'll know if this is a good thought and I'm heading in the right direction. And sometimes it actually spits out the almost verbatim, some of the wording that I've used.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that didn't help me. I'm trying to look for more. That's why I'm asking you, Chat GPT AI person.
Yeah, because what it is it's, if you look at it that way, it's actually a machine learning. It's learning from you. Now, if you do that in the next 1 to 2 years and you ask it that same question, it's going to have a better response and have a better answer for you.
Okay.
Because it will have been, it'll evolve, because there's, all of us, whether you realize it or not, we pretty much all have the same thoughts. Okay. We may word it differently, but it's the same thoughts. So there'll be someone else that's going to ask that same question It's going to take what your data. It's going to take its data, and then it's going to bring it and make this ball of information for you. So the next time you ask that, or even ask in the next 10 years, your mind is going to be blown by the response that it's going to give you.
That's good. Okay. So someone said, and I think this is Justine Hilliard. So if I continue to see an eye at the top of my page open when I get on Facebook or any social media pages, is that AI? Is that artificial intelligence?
I haven't heard that. I actually heard a lady the other day. She was doing a live and she was telling people to click on the eye because it lets them know something that Facebook is doing. So it's some kind of thing that Facebook is doing now when people are doing lives. And I'm not sure what the eye is. I haven't really researched it. I'll look into it to see what that is. But I did hear a lady say to click on the eye yesterday when she was doing her live, and she was giving the reason why. And I know it had to do something with being able to understand what she needed from her audience.
Wow. Okay, well, today, everybody, we're talking with Pastor Clarissa Blissett, and we're talking about how to write and publish a book using artificial intelligence. So when we come back after this commercial break, I'd love for you to kind of walk us through some of the process. Say for example, somebody does not take the boot camp, but if they don't take the boot camp for whatever reason, how do they know how to get started now with this process of writing a book or publishing a book through artificial intelligence?
Absolutely. Okay.
We'll be right back, everybody, right after this break.
Welcome to
All right, everybody, we are back and we are talking with Clarissa Blissett about how to write and publish a book using artificial intelligence. Before I continue, I do want to acknowledge that today is the launch of 21 Days to Your Best You by Dr. Jo D. Baer, and she's one of our episode sponsors. And I am thrilled to say you can go and get this book on Amazon today for free, if I'm not mistaken, for free. It's like a free book launch. So go to Amazon, get the book, make sure you give a review and give your thoughts on what you are reading, which I know is totally a game changer. Also, if you are interested in getting more about Confidence Tones, visit confidencetones.com, or you can call Dr. Jody Baer directly. Again, one of our episode sponsors, America's top health coach, 800-820-0584, drjod.com. All right. Talk to us, Clarissa, Pastor. Talk to us.
Okay. So for authors or aspiring authors that are looking for, I say it this way, support in writing and publishing your books. I feel like this AI writing tool, either if you're using Chat GPT-4 or if you're using the Bing side of the house, it's wonderful as far as when you're trying and you're wanting to generate sequences of words. And you're like, maybe you get stumped. What I find a lot of times with authors are they don't know how to put what they're saying or what they're sensing or what they're feeling according to the book that they're writing into words.
That's good.
So you can use this AI technology to kind of help bring those things in. When you're using these different types of tools, you're going to use something that is called a prompt.
A prompt. Somebody write that down. You're going to use a prompt. And that's what you tell it? I would like a prompt.
No. The prompt is what you're actually typing out. You're putting into words.
So that's what I do all the time. I actually type prompts.
Yes, you type prompts.
It gives me feedback on my prompt. Okay.
Yes. So when you're designing graphics and different things like that, the technical name for it, when you're looking to do research or search out that you're trying to convey, it is called a prompt. Okay. So I just want you to remember that. So if you see it and you hear it across this, out here in this digital world, you want to have your prompts. And so what I would say is, for those of you using your laptops or even your phone, you want to have a note, get you a note system. And so you want to start, at the very top, do prompts typed as your title prompts. And then from there, write your questions out. Of what you're needing help with. It can help you to, even after you've written your book and you've maybe used some supporting from this AI tool, it can actually help you to analyze your book It also would provide feedback
That's good.
for your books,
Right.
before you even put it out there. Because what's bananas about this is that it's already done the research according to what your audience is looking for. All of the Googling that most of your audience is looking for. How do I deal with stress? Or, how do I be a good mom? Or what does it look like to gentle parent? All of that stuff is already out there.
Right.
And so it can already go out there and analyze the content of your book and then give you the feedback on whether or not you should use it.
I love that. So that's better than, I don't know if it's better, so I don't want to compare it, but I know Grammarly is very effective and helpful too. But
that's actually AI. That's
I didn't know
AI. Jasper AI is another one.
Jasper AI. I've used that. I actually had, but that costs because
it does. Yeah, there are some paid versions.
Like,
and there's some free versions as well out there that can help authors. Also, it helps, like as you're saying, Grammarly. There's some other ones out there that will help edit and proofread for you. So that's what that is. That's just artificial intelligence. It's just they didn't know how to really put a name on it. Right. But I think now that it's coming out, and at the time they didn't want to use it because if you think about it, it's kind of like scary. Like, ooh, what is that? Artificial intelligence. Because what we were told, when all of this stuff was going to come out, it was going to take over the world. Well, in a way, it can if you don't stay up to date.
That's good.
Because many times we don't like change. We don't want to adapt to change. You can still use it, but don't abuse it, because then after a while, when you start to abuse the system, you get to a place where if you leave this at home, you feel like your whole world has shattered.
And that cannot be the case, that just because you left your phone, you have to almost have to go to the hospital. That's a lot.
How many times do you turn back around? I got to go get my phone. I don't
care if I'm late or not. I'm going to get that phone. Anybody can relate. We know, because I have done that. I'm like, oh no. And then there are a couple of times that I left the phone and made a conscious decision to just leave the phone. But then I did feel like, wow, what am I missing on my phone right now?
Yes. And you will forget where you come from. And so that's why I'm telling so many people, stay balanced. Stay balanced when you're out here using this artificial intelligence as you're actually learning it and whatever it looks like. Don't lose sight of your voice. Don't forget what you sound like, because we want you.
Right.
You. We don't want the machine. We want you. And so that's one of the things I just want to encourage people. Another thing that's coming out is Web3.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. I saw that in your description and I was like, now what is Web3?
Okay, so right now, currently we're on Web 2. Okay, before there was Web 1. You remember dial-up? It took forever with AOL.
So it's just a newer version of like the internet, the web, the World Wide Web. Is that? Oh, I did not know.
It's evolving. Yes, it's evolving, and people don't understand. It's going to start coming out. You're going to start hearing it now that I've said it.
Right here in the next minute on this phone, we're going to hear it. They're going to start sending us ads about it.
Right. Yeah, you'll start seeing it probably on your Facebook feed or something. I don't know. But so like Web 1 was the dial-up. It took forever. You're just like, oh my God. Web 2, I can't imagine doing dial-up. I can't imagine that taking forever. Web 2 is your fiber optics, is your, pretty much, I don't know about you, when I go somewhere and the internet is slow, I'm like, oh, I feel like the whole world
get better internet around here. Like, get with the times and start just yelling out.
Right. And I know that your audience is intelligent to be able to do its own research. So I want to just encourage you to just stay abreast of what's happening. So Web 3 is technology that has been designed to sit on a blockchain. Go research blockchain because it's very lengthy and I don't have time to get into it because we only have about 15 minutes left.
Somebody type that in the comment section. Go research blockchain.
Yes, go research it. You'll learn about it in the class. If you can't research it, or you want me to just kind of bring it, to where you can understand it. But it's going to sit on a network called the blockchain. With the blockchain. Okay, so right now we're centralized. Everything you say pops up in ads and all of that.
Yes.
Once Web3 kicks in, it's going to be decentralized, meaning it's going to be more like more of a privacy type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have more hackers, more all of that on this web too.
Yes.
On the blockchain, it's going to have certain intricate things where it's going to make it a lot harder for hackers to be able to get your personal information, identity theft, all of that. Will there be people out there? Sure. There's always someone that's smarter than the machine.
Oh yeah, there are people. That's their whole lot in life. They're like, oh, we're gonna bring
that's
this.
all they
We're
do.
gonna hack this.
That's all they do. You know, so with that, so you with Web3, it's going to be decentralized. So it's going to be more privacy. It's going to be more person to person operated versus controlled systems that control what we say, what we do, how we act, all of that. It'll have to come through us to give it permission versus the opposite. It just, you know, where we are now. So that's Web3, and that's coming out.
Wow.
You know, and it's actually out now. It just hasn't come to the forefront. You're going to see more of it when we go to, and it's inevitable, but we are going to a digital currency. Your digital currency is going to sit on these blockchain technologies.
Wow.
So that's where we're headed. Everything is going to be digital. So it's going to be more, you know, that's just that's just our lot. This is where we're headed. So I just wanted you to understand that there's a change coming to the World Wide Web.
Wow. Now, someone asked this question. If you could read that and answer it, I'd appreciate it.
It says, I notice now when I say happy birthday, the comments that I usually make are already there now, and all I have to do is tap on it. I don't have to write it out myself anymore. Is that AI? Absolutely. Absolutely. It has used artificial intelligence to gather all the many of us that have said the same thing so that you no longer have to do it.
That's good. Okay, wow. These are great questions you all have coming in as well. And you can keep your questions and comments flooding in because we're here with Pastor Clarissa Blissett, who's sharing some deep knowledge about something that I didn't know at the level that I'm learning it today from her. So we're going to just take another commercial break from our episode sponsor, MajorPT.com. And that is, in all fairness, let me let you all know, this is my son, who is one of our episode sponsors. His name is Ivan Jacobs. He actually kicks cystic fibrosis in the head. And with this being Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month, I want you to know that it's a disease that puts sticky mucus that tries to prevent you from breathing in your lungs. And it's a whole situation, right? But he has made a commitment to be the healthiest he can be and take other people on the journey with him. Awesome. And I'm going to play his commercial now. Awesome. Here we go. We'll be right back.
Aim to lower that scale number, and you just need help to make that transformation. My name is Ivan Jacobs from Major PT, and allow me to be of service to you as your private personal trainer. In my personal case, I've lost over 100 pounds and I've kept it off. I have made a total transformation, and now we help other people make transformations just like that. What we offer is mobile personal training, where we drive out to your location or we meet up at a location to exercise together, as well as nutrition coaching and habit coaching. We guarantee results or your money back. We understand how important it is and how difficult it can be trying to navigate nutrition and fitness alone. So work with us to make your transformation possible. Our slogan is train you once and train you forever. We don't hope to keep you as clients forever. We hope to inform you so that you know what to do in your own day-to-day life. The workout program is custom tailored to you based off of gym frequency, assessments, and personal preference. We focus on progressively overloading in a safe and proper manner. We can meet up at the gym or your own home. I understand the importance of convenience and will work with what you want. Through the use of applications, you will have access to see the entire program from your phone. You can contact me, track your weight, and add personal goals all within the app. We will help you develop and maintain healthy habits that support your fitness goals for the long term. Together, we can identify areas for positive change and develop strategies to help you stay on track. Nutrition is a crucial component of achieving any fitness goal. As a personal trainer, I understand its importance and how it can make or break your progress. That's why I offer personalized meal recommendations as part of my all-in-one monthly program. With the help of apps, you can access your meal plan and track your nutrition right from your phone, making it easy to stay on track and make progress towards your fitness goals. Let me take care of the nutrition aspect so you can focus on your workouts and achieving your goals. If you would like, I can even accompany you to the grocery store to help you shop for healthier choices or set up an Instacart delivery right to your front door. Click the link below so we can schedule a free consultation to discuss further. We're excited to work with you and see you later.
All right. All right. That's majorpt.com. So he's taking 5 clients. If you're wanting to just go on a weight loss journey or a weight bulking journey, he's able to help you with that process. majorpt.com. Let him know that the Kim Jacobs Show referred you. Okay. Now, I wanted us to tackle this for a moment. There are, I would say, believers in Christ and Christian people that would be like, what this right here against the word God. I don't know what I'm not saying everybody would feel that way, but I can definitely tell you that I've spoken to some Christians that are like, that ain't nothing that God want me doing, using nothing that ain't. So I need you to talk about that if you can, especially with you being a pastor. Maybe you can speak to that for a minute.
Right. So that was my initial when it first came out, because I was always raised on, the mark of the beast and all of that was coming out. And so it was my personal conviction, one, because I didn't understand it. And many times when we don't understand something and we don't research to find out, okay, so what's behind this? Are there going to be some evil means to this? Absolutely. The enemy always looks for a way to pervert something, to twist it. Perversion means to twist, to just make it something that it was not supposed to be. It's what we do with it and how we do with it. So what I do is I constantly, even this morning, I was praying like, Father, how can we use this to build the kingdom? How do we use this? Because it says the wealth of the wicked, it wasn't just money. He said it was stored and laid up for the righteous. I am the righteousness through Jesus Christ. And so because he lives inside of me, I have to understand that I'm going to work in partnership with the Holy Spirit on how to use this wealth, because it can help. Even when you're preparing for sermons or different things like that, it can be a great support system to actually help find different books or different world thought, that have world thought leaders or people that you may follow along the same line of a message that you're going to bring or something that you're going to present. It can actually help with that. It can actually help edit and proofread your messages, your sermons before you get out there, because you begin out there saying something that's so far out there, your audience or the people that are listening to you can't relate. And so when you know how to use it, then I think that fear is something, it will sometimes it will keep you bound and locked up, and it doesn't allow you to make change because you're fearful. You don't want to know, okay, so what are we supposed to do? If anything, because you have children or grandchildren, you need to know what is going on in the world so that you can lead, you can guide and say, baby, watch out for that. Now that when you hear God, he'll tell you, no. There's some AI tools I've looked at, they were very demonic. I saw and the Holy Spirit checked me and said, "Not leave that alone," because the developers behind it have something alternative to what they're going to use it for. So always consult the Holy Spirit. Okay, so is this a tool that I should be using? That's with everything, though. That's everything that you do in life. You shouldn't be doing life by yourself anyway. So,
without going to some type of higher being that you believe in. We all believe in different things.
Absolutely.
And so whatever you hang your soul on and your hat on, that's what you focus on. And that's what you do.
Absolutely. You check in with that. You check in with, and you'll feel it on the inside of you, where you'll feel a hesitation, like, no, something ain't right with that. You leave that.
You better follow that.
Right. Follow that. Leave that alone.
Right.
But don't just be so scared to where you don't just at least check it out. You owe yourself to understand the world is changing, whether you want it to or not. You can live in a box all day long if you want to. That's fine and dandy. But understand this. Artificial intelligence is here to stay. I was looking at a news report and I was watching, they even have artificial intelligence like the robots flipping hamburgers now.
Yeah.
They have them as bank tellers. It's here to stay. Like, it's not going to change. And so you would do yourself a favor to at least find out what it is, what it's about, how can I use it? Because whether or not you realize that there's a change coming, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes, yes. I'm really glad that you're taking the time to deep dive at this level. I do want to say today is a birthday of Dawn McElwain, and she was one of our speakers at eWomen Network recently. And
wow.
her and her husband founded myskilldora.com, and it is a university that is artificial intelligence teaching. The courses, an accredited university that's being taught through artificial intelligence. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, because I love celebrating people and acknowledging people.
Absolutely.
And especially in this AI world, there are even classes that you can take that are accredited through myskilldora.com. So happy birthday to you, Dawn, today. And
happy birthday, Dawn.
An African-American woman that has started myskilldora.com. All right. So what other, I'm trying to make sure that everybody, okay, let me not disregard these questions and comments that may have come in. People be like, I know you saw all that typing we were doing, Kim. And then you're gonna get up there and
right. Absolutely.
So Evangelist Clara Walton says, learning to do it scared is what she said. And you're right. There is some fear, but just do it anyway. If you're scared, do it scared. And this is great that I want to have this type of birthday and other greetings. Awesome.
Yeah, so she was just saying that, it just pre-populates what you were already thinking, those prompts.
Yes.
That's prompt. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask too. Well, it wasn't even an ask, but you think it can help me with I have a whole manuscript here, right, that I have written, and I had a book coach that requested that I turn it in 2 Christmases ago, and all I got to do is type the thing, right? Can I type this and put it in that chat?
Actually, I'm going to give you the answer to that when you come to the class.
Don't worry, I don't think I have it all done by then. So
No. Just even where you are, just pause. If it can wait that late, or we can just talk, off. But it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier.
I used to do mannequin modeling when I was a kid.
I see.
In the mall. Yeah, I'm so silly. All I can do is be myself, y'all. I don't know. I can't be nobody else. But okay, I used to literally do mannequin modeling. So I would stand in the store and I'd be like,
you know what? You've mastered it, sister. You definitely mastered it. I mean, are you breathing? Wow.
And then I would actually wink at the people, and they would be like, I'm sorry, I'm just being silly. This is what I get paid to do when I was a little kid. Anyway, pay me no attention.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
Just silly stuff. All right, let's see. Do you type in the search engine that you want help with writing a book? Emma wanted to know.
Okay, so in the search engines, that would be Google. But if you're using the other AI tools that I mentioned earlier, you'll actually type in the question that you have regarding the book. I'm not sure, more or less, but when you come to the class, we can kind of dive into that a little more, because I kind of need more specifics when you're saying, do I type in there?
They want to know, like, if they're trying to write a book, and do they type that, hey, I'm trying to write a book, into the prompt when you're on ChatGPT or Jasper AI or any of these artificial intelligent systems that you're talking about? What do you type in specifically for it to help you write a book?
Just pretty much your thoughts.
Okay.
So like whatever you have, if you've written something out, you type that and you place it into the prompter, and then it's going to generate what it thinks you're trying to say.
That's exactly right, Emma. And that's all what I do is I type my own personal thoughts. I'm not stealing anybody else's information. I'm sharing, this is what I have in my own mind. And then it spits out some suggestions to me, and it's very helpful. Some of them I go with, some of them I'm like, no, clearly you're not a human being, so you don't know what I'm really trying to convey here, because that's not what I'm trying to convey.
Yeah, it's definitely learning you, and it's analyzing. It's actually, if anything, it's an analyzer. It goes in and analyzes what it thinks you're trying to say, and then you can just reword it.
That's
say,
right.
yeah, no, I didn't mean that, but good idea, because I didn't see it that way.
That was a good statement. I'm going to use that
Yeah.
one statement, and then I'm going to add it to what I originally was saying that was from my heart, and then you got something going. Dr. Connie Green has a show called Wisdom Tips with Dr. Connie Green, and she said, this is
awesome.
so good. She said, hello, everyone. Lord, you need to definitely watch this replay, Dr. Connie, because this is some good information that Pastor Clarissa Blissett has shared with us today. So let's tell people one more time how they can stay connected with you right after this commercial break. And we're going to get prepared. Yeah. Dog, I be having to close. This is time go quick, don't it?
When we're having fun.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to take one more commercial break, and then we'll come right back and have some closing comments from Pastor Clarissa. Wow.
Nothing says I love you more than final expense insurance whole life protection with funeral advocacy nationwide, saving you and your family 30 to 80% off funerals and cremations. Nothing says I love you more than Getinsured.solutions, LLC. Getinsured.solutions, 704-499-3616.
I have peace of mind with Silver Shield Security, which has been protecting my family and home, along with servicing the Carolinas for over a decade. Silver Shield Security knows the importance of convenience and safety. Whether you live in an apartment, a home, or run a business, they are here to protect you from unwanted intrusions and fires. Call now at 704-440-4688 or visit the website at www.silvershield-security.com. You can use my promo code #ToneX and get 1/2 off your installation price. Don't forget to ask about the new no money down options. Let Silver Shield Security help to give you peace of mind, just like me and my family, and keep your business safe.
All right, everyone, we are back, and we're going to close out here in a moment as we are talking with Pastor Clarissa Blissett, and she's been talking to us about artificial intelligence. I do want you all to know that the Kim Jacobs Show only operates on community members' contributions like yourselves. So please make sure you take a moment to donate today to the Kim Jacobs Show. It helps with production and us being able to be here Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time to provide wonderful guests like Pastor Clarissa and the information that's being shared. So it's a lot of behind the scenes work that is involved in making a production come together like this. Please donate to Cash App, $ Kim Jacobs Inc., because I have like iHeart Radio listeners and people that aren't seeing the screen. So I have to share it that way. PayPal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. And also Venmo at The Kim Jacobs Show, or you can become a Patreon member, patreon.com/The Kim Jacobs Show. All right, tell us some closing comments.
So I just want to tell people, don't be scared. Just, go out here, learn this information, use it as a support to be able to convey your message, what you're trying to say, how you want to try to say it. Use it as a means of support more than anything, and you'll be fine. You'll be okay. There are people out here that understand how this works, what it looks like. So just do your research everything, look it up, find out who the developers are. And that's just me. I always look to see who's developing, who's working it, so let's just get ready for change. That's what I want to say more than anything. And they can find me by, you can either go to my Facebook page, Clarissa Blissett. You can also go to, I have a Facebook group. It is called Idea to I Published. And you can go to request to become a part of that group. I'll be doing, teachings in there as well and showing information, just different things that kind of help you get ready for what's going on, the different changes, as well as we'll actually have, most of everything that, we talked about today. I'll try and put some little clips and things in there concerning this AI and what's happening.
That's good. That's good. And I see a final comment here. Let's see. Somebody said, y'all make me put my glasses back on again.
Pastor C.
Thanks for sharing this information. It's verified. Everything that I've seen and been experiencing on media platforms. Lady J says that she is grateful for this and it's a great information. And Emma said, should it be the category that you put it in? You need to definitely, Emma. I know you come into the training. So when you come to that boot camp, all of these questions in detail too, definitely she's going to be deep diving into them a lot more. But she's probably trying to determine when you're putting things in the chat GPT or Jasper, they ask you what category sometimes do you want it to be under. But I think you're not on the right screen, because you should be able to just start typing.
Yeah, you should just be able.
I don't have to ever put a category.
Yeah, it says ask something, and then
right
in
and start typing your comments.
Yeah,
and then you can ask your question even in that.
Yeah,
in the thing that you say, ask something. You can just go ahead and ask your question and say, I'm asking this question because I need help with whatever it is that you're trying to do. Yeah, you don't have to put a category.
Yeah. If that's what she's saying, I
think that's what I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay, God bless you, woman of God. This was great information. Apostle Dennis Hilliard said.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. All right, so I think that's all we can do in this one little bit of.
Thank you so very much again for allowing me to come and share the space with you, just to kind of introduce what artificial intelligence is looking like, and what we are getting ready to deep dive into in the coming months and years.
Yes. Okay, and Pastor Clarissa is also a member of the Mother Dreamer movement. If you all do not know what the Mother Dreamer movement is, it is a group of moms that we are bringing our visions to life through purpose, passion, and planning, and goals and dreams that women have on the back burner that we're now trying to make become a reality. So make sure you all learn more about Mother Dreamer, because these are the kind of Mother Dreamers we have over there, by going to motherdreamer.com/join. All right. Thank you, Pastor Clarissa.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. And I hope, let me put my final thought here one more time. Go register for this boot camp. I'm putting it in the comment section. Did anybody already register? And if you haven't, say, Kim, I'm definitely registering. Just put it over there so she can see that today. Here you go. Join the wait list for the boot camp. And it's about business and book publishing boot camp through artificial intelligence, coming up on June, what date?
8th.
June 8th. Go reserve your space now. It will sell out. So you definitely want to go ahead and reserve your space and get your seat confirmed. It's only $27.
Yeah, and then after the 1st, it goes up to 47. So
on June 1st, it goes up. So none of y'all should be waiting for that, because we already talked about it. I done took and told you. Now go get your seat. Okay. All right, everybody. That's today's episode. We'll be back again throughout the week at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. You don't want to miss Monday's episode. We have Desireen Gerald, who'll be coming on, and she's going to be talking about her battle with cancer and how she literally knocked it out. A technical
yes.
So you don't want to miss that episode as well. Have a great one. Thank you for being my special guest today, Clarissa.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Clarissa. What a blessing. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you in the studio audience. You're amazing. Bye-bye. Wow. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show, and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time.